right, so the Panthers had a I don't even call it a game, a preseason scrimmage.
They were scheduled.
They're scheduled to show up.
Yeah.
But they were down in Spartanburg all week. They didn't show up. They didn't show up to Charlotte on Friday. They got throttled by the Buffalo Bills. What are some of your bright spots? I'm gonna give you mine off top. The only bright spot was Christian Haynes. That was the only bright spot. The young man got a scholarship from UNCC.
Yeah.
That is my only bright spot on Friday.
Because for 2 seconds I was like, man, who is Christian Haynes?
And it's crazy because I'm the one who posted the article. Who the hell is he talking about?
Hey, man, he's the only bright spot because that was an atrocious performance by the home team on Friday, and I hope Ron lit into their asses.
Far as the bright spot goes, the punter. I'm man. You know what's funny, man? When we were doing our subjects and what we were going to talk about, can I tell y'all something, man? I was like, what the hell am I going to say about this game?
Yeah.
Because when there's not much you can talk about, because everybody looked terrible. When I say every part of the Panthers looked terrible, maybe except like Taylor Heineke in the fourth quarter when the game really didn't matter. I'm speechless,
and
dude.
It's crazy because like we can't even answer the question as presented because Rodney is asking for bright spots,
right?
And there's like so like to force myself to answer the question, I'll go with Cameron on Spain again.
I'll go with Taylor Heineke, I guess, man.
And I can't go with Taylor Heineke because I didn't watch the second half because it was that bad. It like I told myself the first quarter was so bad. I said I'll watch the first half and then I'll go figure out the rest of my night.
Half, man. I quit.
Let me tell y'all how terrible that whole experience of the preseason game was. So I had family in town and we were watching the game and my cousin left. He was like, I'm not watching this. I'm bored. I don't blame you. I'll catch it with you. And then so I went to go get food. I went to my favorite nearby Bojangles. And the Bojangles was nasty. Like they burnt the chicken. That's how terrible this experience was. I can't even have good chicken during the game.
You should have went the Rib Man plug.
I should have Rib Man.
Now this is preseason. A lot of these guys won't be on the team.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's one guy who did play who will be on the team that I think we need to talk about. And
is it a savior?
That I don't know if we can use that word right, but he was taken with Carolina's third pick in the NFL draft this year, and went 100th overall. So let's
Mecklenburg County son.
Delve a little bit into Will Grier.
Let me talk about Mr. Will the Savior Grier first, man. My answer my take might surprise y'all on Will Grier and what I saw.
Shoot for it, man.
I'm not gonna overreact because
Understood.
Because here's the thing. Because if I'm being fair, if I'm being totally fair, I am real big on people not overreacting off one game or off a very small sample size.
That's fair.
One thing that we have to take in consideration: we played against Sean McDermott, who is the former defensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. It's not like he doesn't know everything we're going to run and everything we're going to do. Okay, so to be fair. Yes, Will Grier and Kyle Allen both look like trash. But at the same time, man, I'm not gonna overreact.
Yeah,
man.
and that's completely acceptable. For everybody that's listening, everybody that's watching, don't think that we want to see Will Grier fail. That is definitely not the case. We don't want to see any Hornet, any Panther fail in any way. I think that's crass and it's very disingenuous if you call yourself a fan.
Right.
But
we
are not going to dismiss all of the people who call Will Grier the heir apparent to Cam Newton in the next 1 or 2 seasons, as if Cam Newton's accomplishments doesn't kill Andrew Luck, who everybody wants.
Because let's be fair about this overreacting take I just made. Because on the flip side of this, Cam Newton's job is safe, which it is. Let's be very clear about that. But it's not like it was never safe to begin with.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
It's always been safe.
Right.
And Grier didn't look too good last week.
No.
And when he played last week, I essentially told myself it's his first game as a pro. You know, he's a little nervous. He got the butterflies. We can let this go. I was expecting him to be a little bit more comfortable this week, and he definitely took a step back. Now,
so let me ask you a question. So during the season, if Cam Newton goes down, are you comfortable with our backup quarterback situation?
I actually am. Allen actually looked pretty good in the last 2 games of the season last year. He knows his system pretty good now, and he actually showed me that if need be, he can actually get out the pocket and move. So, if these 3 quarterbacks are going to be the quarterbacks that we go with that back up Cam Newton, I'm okay with Allen.
Jamal, something is telling me you don't.
No. I had to think about it, but because I actually would be somewhat comfortable with Kyle Allen, only because the pieces around him would be better. He's not going to be out there playing with second string wideouts and guys trying to make the team. And the offensive line, that's a patchwork offensive line like we're seeing in the preseason. So if it's Kyle Allen and Curtis Samuel and DJ Moore and Greg Olsen, I'm pretty comfortable with Kyle Allen.
So after Friday night, there was a big cry for.
Number 7.
I'm glad Number 7.
Number 7. Yeah.
Number 7, Mr. Kaepernick.
Right.
So how would you feel if the Carolina Panthers bought him in just as a safety valve?
This is probably gonna piss some people off. Now, if you based the Colin Kaepernick situation off what we saw, what was it, Friday?
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a question. He deserves a job. Don't get me wrong. He's been deserved a job. But specifically, we're talking about what we saw from the Carolina Panthers on Friday. Absolutely. You would have to work them out based on what we saw. But at the same time, man, we got 3 guys competing ultimately for a backup spot. Just football-wise, where is he going to fit? That's my only thing. Now, if they were to work Colin Kaepernick out, if David Tepper and Marty Hearn decided, you know what, we don't like what we see and we're going to work him out, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I will do my best to keep my answers strictly football.
I did, trust me.
Yeah, it's hard to
Trust
do,
me.
but I would keep it because I am very surprised that I've seen the contingent, the size of the contingent, Panthers fans now asking for Colin Kaepernick.
It's funny how things change,
immensely
right?
funny, but I'm going to do my best to keep.
Man,
it will be a great football move to bring even if Cap was the number 3. Gotcha. It would be a great football move because he brings a similar skill set to a Cam Newton.
And I didn't mean to interrupt you, man, but just to kind of detail why I don't think he might not fit football wise, because you drafted Will Greer and you're not going to give up on him regardless of what you see. You're just not going to give up on him. And Kyle Allen, I think they like him enough to keep him around. You get what I'm saying?
And I wouldn't see that as a negative to Will Greer because in his defense or in the Panthers' defense, Will Greer is a rookie. So and we talked about this when Will Greer got drafted. Cam Newton is only 30 years old.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So best case scenario, Greer isn't playing for another 7 years.
Right.
So
that's a long time, man.
Exactly. And so he already isn't going to play.
Right.
I don't see Cam Newton leaving in 2 years. I don't see the Panthers letting him go.
So basically, if this were to happen, odd man out would be Kyle Allen.
Yeah.
And Heineke.
And Heineke's pretty out.
Yeah.
And then move Will to the third string and have him learn.
Because here's a question you got to ask. Let's talk about all 4 of these quarterbacks, the 3 backups, and possibly Colin Kaepernick. If Cam Newton goes down, who do you want? Football-wise.
Colin Kaepernick, probably.
Today, Kyle Allen, only because he knows offense. Now, if Colin Kaepernick works out and there's time involved and there's familiarity with the system, Colin Kaepernick all day.
Gotcha.
All right, that's what's up.
All right, so